President Trump complained about a portrait of himself that's hanging in Colorado's state capitol building. He called it distorted and truly the worst. Can we see the portrait? Yeah. Not bad.
He doesn't like this painting of him that they hung in the state capitol building in Colorado. This is the portrait. I have to be honest. I agree with him on this one. It's not a very good likeness. I mean, look how inaccurate the skin color is. His skin is the color of skin. That doesn't... He kind of looks like the villain from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Francis.
Instead of doing literally anything resembling leadership, like governing or managing his cabinet's Elon-induced meltdown, Donald Trump has picked a new fight, and this time, it's with the painting of himself. Because when you're not too busy undermining democracy, illegally deporting people to an inhumane prison in El Salvador, slapping tariffs on allies, and letting national security risks happen like Signalgate, you've always got time to declare war on wall art. By the way, this painting of Trump has been hanging quietly in the Colorado State Capitol since 2019. But now, 5 years, 2 indictments, and 1 insurrection later, Donald Trump finally saw it, and he did what any emotionally stable person would do. He lost his f***ing mind on True Social like a toddler who got the wrong Happy Meal toy. Now, you might be asking yourself, why cover this? Why spend time on a painting? Well, because it matters. It's not just that Trump isn't a serious leader, it's that he can't manage his f***ing emotions, and more importantly, mocking fascists like Trump works. The second you joke about them, their tough guy image crumbles, because remember, fear and control fall apart under ridicule. That's why Trump is constantly crying over jokes from Jimmy Kimmel, Bill Burr, and SNL. He can't take it because deep down, he knows it's all true, and when that illusion breaks, he loses power.
Can I see it again? That's not bad. He looks like he headbutted a beehive. Looks like he's hiding 2 eggs in his cheeks.
MeUndies.
Trump has the thinnest skin in American politics, and when you hit that nerve, he spirals, throws ketchup at the walls, screams at the TV, and demands loyalty oaths from anyone in a 10-foot radius. And while he's busy rage posting and sulking, he ends up wasting his own time, his staff's time, and now even forcing Fox News to pause reality and coddle his fragile little ego on live TV.
Portraits are done, and it's in the eye of the artist, and maybe this artist was not being so kind.
Well, it's very, very obvious that he's bloated in that picture, and that's not the way he looks in real life. He's very, very well liked. That's a dumb picture, but hey, is it as bad as anything Hunter Biden did? No.
He's just bad at drawing.
Yeah.
I love you, and I'm bad at drawing.
First of all, I want to know why a Brit is painting the president of the United States. I don't think an American would be painting the king in England, but there's no question it's a bad photo.
President Trump says on True Social, quote, "Nobody likes a bad picture or painting of themselves." But the one in Colorado in the state capitol building, put up by the governor, along with all other presidents, was purposefully distorted to a level that even I perhaps have never seen before.
Purposely distorted? You sure it's not just accurate? I mean, if anything, it looks like Biff Tannen from Back to the Future 2, which is hilarious because the screenwriter has literally said that Biff Tannen was based on Donald Trump.
Something very familiar about all this.
So as Signalgate raised alarms about national security, Fox News stayed laser focused covering the real emergency, making sure that no one hurts Trump's feelings about his fat face.
He's so funny. I'm sorry. He is so funny. He's just like us. Listen, when my husband takes just a horrible picture of me from a bad angle, this is exactly my reaction. I'm like, take it down, delete. So I get it.
Put up that mugshot again. The mugshot is real life. This is a painting, and I'm sorry, those look nothing alike. That looks nothing like Trump, and we'll put up the mugshot.
Of all the photos they could have used, they went with his mugshot. Not his presidential photo from his second term, which, by the way, looks like Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2, but they used the one that inspired it, the one that he spent hours practicing for in front of the mirror before he was booked in Fulton County. That's because the party of law and order is continuing their campaign to normalize the fact that their leader is a 34-time convicted felon with a booking photo as his headshot.
You know what they should put up, because he loves the photo in a sort of backhanded way, is the mugshot.
Yeah, the mugshot would just like
Put that up as a reminder.
Put it up. You know, Kaylee, the most epic thing ever is, I believe, President Trump putting up the mugshot right when you walk in by the Oval Office. Everyone sees it. It's him and all his glory and what they tried to do with him and how he overcame it.
And we know how much Fox News loves his mugshot.
And I say this with a unblemished record of heterosexuality. He looks good. And he looks hard.
What did he just say?
It actually also reminds me of my favorite conspiracy theory, which is that in 2017, right before Trump was elected, remember when Walt Disney World revealed its robot of Donald Trump, and everyone thought that it had actually been Hillary Clinton because it was such a distorted version of Donald Trump that it looked nothing like him? Same thing here.
I mean, the animatronic Trump looks pretty close to Trump, and whether or not the rumors are true, Disney did quietly update the animatronic from this awkward waxy mess to this slightly more lifelike version of Donald Trump, and I'm willing to bet that Trump threw a tantrum over that one too. But anyway, back to Trump's portrait meltdown. Trump thinks that Obama looks better in his portrait, so he blames the artist. Not the lighting, not the angle, not the facial structure, just the artist losing her talent. Because with Trump, his insecurity always turns it into a competition with Obama, and somehow he's still losing in a painting. Obama has lived in Trump's head rent-free for over a decade. I mean, at this point, he should probably be paying HOA fees.
No one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac? All kidding aside, obviously we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience. For example, no, seriously, just recently, in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice, at the steakhouse, the men's cooking team did not impress the judges from Omaha Steaks. And there was a lot of blame to go around, but you, Mr. Trump, recognized that the real problem was a lack of leadership. And so ultimately, you didn't blame Little John or Meatloaf. You fired Gary Busey. And these are the kind of decisions that would keep me up at night. Say what you will about Mr. Trump, he certainly would bring some change to the White House.
If you work in front of a desk like I do, I often find myself discouraged that I spent another day sitting for long periods of time. I seriously thought this would be a lasting problem until I found Uplift Desk. Uplift Desk is at the forefront of ergonomic solutions, promoting better posture and health through adjustable standing desks designed to help you live a healthier lifestyle. Plus, they have all kinds of accessories to keep you moving throughout the day, even if you work for only a few hours at your desk. I love the Bamboo Motion X-Board. It gets me on my feet and helps boost my energy while improving circulation. Standing while I work gives me the room to move and helps me get the creative juices flowing. Moving throughout the day helps me focus and stay productive. I'm way more alert when I'm using my standing desk, and I have more energy. A 45-degree bend in your neck can result in up to 50 pounds of gravitational force being placed on your neck muscles. The option to move while I work promotes better circulation, which can reduce all types of different health risks and repetitive strains. I love how much customization you can do with the Uplift Desk. With over 200,000 configurations available, you can design your workspace to perfectly match your style and needs, creating an environment that fuels both productivity and creativity. Make this year yours by going to upliftdesk.com/Gabe and use our code Gabe to get 4 free accessories, free day shipping, free returns, and an industry-leading 15-year warranty that covers your entire desk and an extra discount off your entire order. That's upliftdesk.com/Gabe for a special offer, and it's only available at our link. Start 2025 right. Stand, move, thrive with Uplift Desk. Now, when the painting was unveiled, the artist, Sarah A. Boardman, described Trump's expression in the painting as serious, non-confrontational, thoughtful. But Trump's reaction? Well, he said she must have lost her talent as she got older. Or maybe she just painted what she saw. And if this sounds familiar, it should. In 2019, which again was when the painting first went up in the Colorado State Capitol, Trump complained about energy-efficient light bulbs because they made him look bad.
The light bulb. People said, "What's with the light bulb?" I said, "Here's the story." And I looked at it. The bulb that we're being forced to use, number one to me, most importantly, the light's no good. I always look orange.
Sure, Jan.
Trump doesn't look orange because of the lighting, he looks orange because of the rage, and also because someone gets paid to apply 50 Shades of Cheeto to his face every morning. Then he got all pouty and demanded it be taken down, saying, "I would much rather prefer not having a picture than having this one." But many people from Colorado have called and written to complain. Okay, I promise you, no one is walking through the Colorado State Capitol so upset at this painting that they stop and go, That's it. I need to write a letter. Also, where are they calling and writing to exactly? Is there some sort of presidential portrait complaint department that I don't know about? Dear Governor Polis, I saw the painting and now my children cry when they pass it. But do you want to know how I know for a fact that Donald Trump is lying? I mean, other than him using his typical, many people are saying, that would be because Colorado residents were asked their opinion about it, and this is what they had to say.
I think the command of...
made the completely insane claim that he was speaking on behalf of angry Coloradans. Right, because the people of Colorado are really upset about Trump's chin, or more accurately, the complete disappearance of it. But like I said earlier, this is classic Trump speak. Many people are saying without a shred of proof. Also, no one is complaining about this. Hell, I'd bet that most Colorado residents don't even know there's a hall of presidential portraits. And of course, Trump ultimately blamed the whole thing on Colorado Governor Jared Polis. Except, plot twist, Polis had nothing to do with it. This painting wasn't commissioned by him. It wasn't even a Democratic-led initiative. It was commissioned by Republicans. In fact, no one even thought to put up a painting of Donald Trump. It was the Colorado Senate Republicans who crowdfunded the $10,000 needed to commission the portrait after Progress Now Colorado pulled a stunt in 2018 by placing a photo of Vladimir Putin on the wall where Trump's portrait should have been. The stunt made national headlines and embarrassed Republicans enough that then Senate President Kevin Grantham launched a GoFundMe. So just to recap, Trump rage posted, attacked the artist, blamed the Democratic governor, and demanded the painting be removed, all because of something his own party paid for. You really can't make this shit up, but Trump can, and he does, daily. And now that the portrait has been removed, guess what? There's no replacement lined up. No artist, no funding, no plan, and no clue if Trump even gets to approve the next one. Joshua Bly, a spokesperson for Colorado Senate Republicans, said, "We have no idea when a new portrait is going to go up, how it's going to be fundraised, who is going to pay for it, who is going to paint it, etc." Jared Friedman, a spokesperson for Colorado House Democrats, said, "If the GOP wants to spend time and money on which portrait of Trump hangs in the Capitol, then that's up to them." In other words, total chaos, all because Trump didn't like his cheekbones. When will they meet about a new painting? No idea. The legislator's a little busy dealing with, the actual state budget, just like Trump should be, focused on governing and lowering the cost of living like he promised he would do on day one, except now he's made things more expensive and consumer confidence has hit a 12-year low. And the only thing he cares about is his dumb fucking painting.
President Trump, why don't you stay focused on the job? I know he's very insecure and he's very petty and he cares a lot about how he looks, but he needs to be president and not worry about a portrait. He's not just someone whose husband's like taking photos with him for Instagram. He's the leader of the free world.
And let's be honest, the portrait isn't the issue. The issue is that Trump demands flattery in every form. Legal, political, and artistic. He doesn't want to just be remembered, he wants to be worshipped by his cult. And if that worship doesn't meet his standards, he'll throw a tantrum, blame the wrong people, and make the world bend to his bruised ego. What Was That is fully independent and runs on your support. There's no team, no backing, just me cutting through the noise and calling out the bullshit. So if you value the work I do and want to keep the show going, become a paid subscriber today at whatwasthat.show. You'll get exclusive episodes, articles, and deep dive breakdowns you won't find anywhere else. That's whatwasthat.show. Go check it out and help keep this going. Prefer to listen while you're on the go? You can find What Was That on all your favorite podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, you name it. Until next time, I'm Gabe Sanchez, and this has been What Was That?